getting sick of men saying that. I want a woman to be my peace. No, you don't. You want a woman that won't question you when you bring in chaos in her life, talking about be my peace. How you want her to be your peace when all you doing is bringing nightmares in her life? And every time she speaks up, you say she's disturbing your peace. Of course she is. You cheating. You ain't available. You don't validate her. When you say you want a woman to be your peace, you mean you want a woman that don't speak up for herself, that don't call you out on your motherfucking bullshit. If you not doing bullshit, shit is peaceful. You don't even have to say be my peace when you are bringing peace. What peaceful ass nigga has ever had to say be my peace? The chaotic men, the disrespectful men, cheating men, the men that got fucking problems, the men that want to have their cake and eat it too, those are the men that scream, I want a woman to be my peace.
This is what we need to realize, right? We need to realize this. These men and women out here, they are operating in spirits, okay? So the devil will always distract people, and he will try to cause them to do everything every opposite thing that God wants us to do. So yeah, a lot of people just don't realize that. And the best way to, find a successful relationship is just being patient. You're going to go through trials, tribulations, and it's not because of you. Sometimes it's because that other person is simply operating in another spirit, and this spirit is attacking them and is trying to attack you, but you can't let it attack you. You just got to move on. You just got to think big, okay? Think big. Think big. When somebody else is treating you bad, a man is treating you bad, a woman is treating you bad, they are reflecting their trauma. They're reflecting their anger. So this is why a lot of relationships fail, and a lot of people fail because they just fail to realize that these are spirits. It is not the actual person acting out this way. We get our feelings hurt so easy because we don't realize that, the devil is really wild out here. He's active and he's searching for whomever he may devour, okay? So we just got to learn to be strong and be tough and fight through this battle when it comes to us trying to be there and be the package for somebody, and they just don't want to cooperate.
Ladies, how do you show a man you don't care and stay stuck in his head?
It's not about being stuck in his head, okay? It's about protecting your heart. That is what we need to realize. We need to start, even if it's a manly trait, I don't care what it is, but us women, we need to learn how to move with logic, okay? Just let it flow. Let it flow. We just need to let it flow.
I'll tell you something right now, man. The same way that a lot of girls like to convince themselves that they're the catch, that they're the prize, that y'all are all 10 out of 10s, you have to do the same type of delusional shit by telling yourself, I don't give a fuck about this guy. And the best way to do it is to not watch his stories, unfollow him on everything, and block his number or don't contact him at all, right? But by you constantly, and also, thing that a lot of girls do, you start sharing these fucking lovey-dovey quotes and all these statuses, you care. We can tell you care because I'm looking at what you're posting. You have to live life as if nothing happened. It's really not that hard. Just be a great actor. That's all. A lot of girls are great actors, man. So just continue to do that, right? Act like you don't fucking care, right? And the more you act like you don't care, the more he will care. It's psychology. You have to learn it.
No matter if you care or not, at least you'll know that you're going to walk away with a whole heart. Okay. And then we do have to trick ourselves into not caring and acting like that person is just a normal person, because we need to start moving with logic and not out of our hearts. Not even just trying to play anybody, not even just trying to push nobody to the side, but we have to be in this thing like it's a game, it's an experience. It's just a time of moment, and a lot of us can't do that because we're most of us, the first place we go to is our hearts. We have this intimate feeling, this, you know, cuddly bear feeling, like, oh my God, you know, this, it's just like, just don't move like that. Think with your head. Like, don't think with your heart. Think with your head. Think of how this person can just flip on you at any time of the moment. And think of how just think of you being a guy going over to another guy's house playing video games. You're not going to get attached. You might have a lot of fun. You might, you know, this and that and whatever, but just think of it like you're just friends. Like, you're just homebody, you know, just like buddy. Just don't think of it like, oh my God, this is going to be the man of my dreams. Like, you know, just don't do that. Just move off of logic, women. Just start to play it that way. Just play it as in you're him. And it's not a manly thing. It's just that you have to play it like you're him. Like, it's no talking out of order, no, you know, being manly. It's just like, act like you just don't care, and you have to go into your brain and do that. You can't do it out of your heart, because us as loving women and things like that, we just have to look at it like a game, just like they do. And eventually, don't have intercourse with this person. Just act like you're buddy, and eventually you're gonna find that right person. Okay.
I don't respect women who are sexually liberated out of trauma.
That's not fair. That's crazy.
What does that
edit
mean?
That. Edit that out.
No.
Like, she's gotten
Proud of their trauma.
being proud of your trauma. Do you think that? So when a woman, because you said being proud of their trauma, as soon as he said that, is that what you think that it is? When a woman responds like that after she's been sexually assaulted or whatever, you think it's her being proud of it?
It's not being proud. It's
okay, I just want you to, because you said that.
But
When it comes to the statement that Rico made, saying that I don't respect when women respond, like, I guess with promiscuity, with out of trauma, I think that it's unfair for us to decide what someone's healing process looks like, because even when men and boys have been touched or things like that, one of the signs that you usually notice is that they're
promiscuity.
Yes, it goes up.
Right.
And so that
up.
is a side effect. It is actually a symptom, and it's one of the key ways that your therapist is like, hold on, what happened here? And so for us to say, I don't respect this process, that's what healing looks like.
So I agree with him. He's right. Most people, when they get out of trauma, and no matter if it's sexual harassment, out of a broken relationship, we tend to go and find healing, and we find that in other people, and that is not right, because we know that we don't really want this person, and it is like we're using them to cover up our trauma, and it's just completely wrong, because we know we're not invested in that person. We know we don't want that person. We know all these things, and it's like, you know, you use, sometimes we use people in situations to cover up our trauma, and that tends to hurt the other person, and not knowing that's going to bring curses upon you, because you're just not doing it in order, period. Okay.
Get it. You're sad because a dusty ass man walked out of your life. But you should be glad, because a dusty ass man walked out of your life. If that man do not see you as a prize, fuck him. If he don't see your worth, fuck him. If that man can't reciprocate, don't bring the same amount of energy, fuck him. What you look like begging a man to stay in your life? What the happened to your self-esteem and your self-worth? You better look yourself in the mirror, and you better say to yourself, any man be lucky to have me. So what I'm not gonna do is spend time stressing over a man that don't want me. Men that don't truly want to be in relationships, them the men that be fucking y'all over. Them the men that be hurting y'all. Them the men that be leading you on, because he know he don't really want to be there with you. So I don't care if a man ghosts you or not, leave amicably or not, gave you closure or not. It's a positive thing when a man decides to disqualify themselves instead of agreeing to stay and waste more of your time you can't get back.
Men like to play in your face until you get to the point where you just don't care no more. The gag about the whole thing is that when you show you care, then you're bitching. When you show you care, then you're doing too much. But men, I just want to let y'all know, us women do get to a place where we stop caring completely. I know you don't think your girl will ever stop caring. Keep playing with her though. It's like I know you think that it's not gonna be your girl. But keep playing with her, because every female has this, they have a limit, they have a cutoff point. She may have not reached hers yet. She may have been very long suffering with you, but I am telling you now, you keep testing those waters, you can push a woman to the point where she doesn't care. She can have the biggest heart, it does not matter. Every woman has it in her to bring out this very savage side, okay? This is just a warning. It's just a warning. She can reach a point where she completely just stops caring.
I don't care what any man ever tells you. The longer you make us wait for the cookie, the more we will value you after we get it. Do you understand me? Time does matter. With that being said, I want you to understand this. With that being said, if a man respects women, it doesn't matter how soon y'all did it. And if a man does not respect women, it don't matter how long you made him wait. Make sure you know how he feels about women, and there's no better way to find that out than to ask him how he feels about his mother. And the last point, Queen, don't make the mistake of so many sisters who look for men who they have something in common with, right? We both psychologists, we both watch the reality show, we both like to read, we both like the beach. That's superficial. You should be looking for whether or not y'all share the same values. He like to spend money, you like to save money. You want to have a lot of children, he don't want none. You believe in a relationship with God, he don't believe in God. You believe in saving for retirement, he wants to live for today. Study a man's values and make sure you can live with what he believes in. And the last thing, I know I said 3, but I'm gonna give you this. You can never change a person. When you meet that man, Queen, ask yourself this and be honest with yourself. Can I live with him?
And if that ain't the closest thing to the truth, I absolutely do not know what it is, okay? That is why God wants it in them orders, because you cannot just go off of what you want it to be. You have to go off of what it actually is. And this is where a lot of people do not realize how important it is just to be patient, just to scope a person out, just get to know that person, to see what their values is, what they can tolerate, the things that you can tolerate in them. Like, it's no rush. Like, it's no rush when it comes to relationship, because what is the worst thing than going into a relationship thinking that you can fix a person when they don't even barely know you? Like, you cannot fix a person that you barely know. And it is so detrimental to the society how people just go into relationships and they come out of a place where they want to just be like so in love and so head over heels for a person that they don't even know. Like, that's the first thing. That's the first red flag right there. Like, if you could be so in love with a person that you don't even know without getting to know them, that is kind of like your fault. Like, you have to trick your brain into thinking like, just be patient, okay? And that is where a lot of things, when it comes to women holding themselves accountable, this is where we need to hold ourselves accountable. Like, we cannot go into these relationships thinking that we already know this person, like we could just change their mind, we could just make them rush into being with us or anything like that. This is why it's so important just to not give yourself away to a man or give yourself away to a woman, because you do not know what this person actually, what's in their heart. You do not know what's in their mind. Like, they could just be breaking up with somebody and trying to say like, okay, I'm gonna go find somebody else I can mess with for this day until this person decides to pay me attention, or they decide to, get back with me. But little do you know, you're just there to fill that void that person has, and then you're looking around the corner like, wow, I made up this thing in my head about me fixing this person and making them want, tricking myself into thinking they want to be with me, but really they were just trying to fill their void. Like, I have did this plenty of times myself. Like, I have tried to get into relationships and not wait it out and just, you know, give myself up, and it just turned into a total different direction that I wanted to go in, just simply because I did not be patient and I did not think with logic. I just went off of what I felt should happen. Like, it's not about what you think should happen. It's not about what you think should happen.
Stop crying over people who willingly disqualified themselves and agreed to no longer waste your time. Yes, it would feel nice if you got closure from that man. But the fact that that man is no longer there, wasting your time to hurt you further, maybe give you a child, lock you in for 18 years of your life, you rejoice. Anytime somebody take off that mask and they show you their true self, you do not cry over that. You celebrate. You say, woo! Better now than later. You know how many people right now wish they were in your position? Wish that that narcissistic person, that toxic person that they're now married to, that they're now 3 kids deep in. You know how many people wish they had your situation? That that person would have ghosted them instead of pretending longer? I get it. You're sad because a dusty ass man walked out of your life. But you should be glad because a dusty ass man walked out of your life. If that man do not see you as a prize, him.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It ain't nothing colder. It ain't nothing colder on this planet than a woman that no longer likes you. She took you off that pedestal. Bro, they treat you worse than a stranger. Like, damn, I'm still a human. Like, yo.